Evening, folks. My name is Jordan. I am the one who runs the Instruments of Carry YouTube channel, website, Instagram, TikTok, whatever other social media aside of the content that comes for this. Tonight's video is going to be the first long form video that we've done for the YouTube channel, and it's going to serve as a little bit of an introduction to me, what you can expect to see from the content that's coming out, whether it be video content, photo content, articles that I'm writing, any of that stuff, give you an introduction to that, and explain where this project all came about, and give you guys a little bit of an update about kind of me. And some of you guys have been asking for a small health update, so I'll give everybody that in this video as well. So to start off with, right now we're recording in my condo. I'm going to be recording in a bunch of different places. Right now we're kind of at a standstill on setting the area up that I want to record in. My wife and I were in the middle of kind of remodeling our project, painting the houses. This wall behind me needs to be painted at least one more coat. Unfortunately, earlier this month I had a heart attack, which put me in the hospital for about a week, and currently I'm on restrictions that pretty much tell me I'm not allowed to do anything. Can't lift more than 10 pounds, can't do physical activity for more than a minute or so. They just have me on a really restrictive regimen, and I am trying to listen to my doctors as best as possible. They're keeping me off work for a while. I had a stroke back in October, didn't listen to my doctors, went back to work too soon, and had a lot of complications due to that. So I'm trying to listen to them the best as possible. So that kind of leads into the health update that some of you guys have been asking about. So I had the heart attack. They ended up finding a 100% blockage in my left main coronary artery. They put a stent in, and the stent has been helping with a lot of stuff. As soon as it cleared it out, one, I will say I've felt pretty good since. I'm lucky. I'm still healing, obviously. But my blood pressure has decreased drastically just because of that, which means cutting my medications down drastically as well. So I haven't been taking as high a dosage as some of my medications, and some of them have gone away. Blood pressure has been maintaining in a very good range. The only issues I'm fighting right now is I do not feel like I have gotten strength back. I feel like I'm still extremely weak after the heart attack. I find myself being a lot more tired and getting worn out just doing basic stuff. So if I go to the store with my wife to do some grocery shopping and I'm there for 5-10 minutes of walking around, I feel like I'm fatigued afterwards. I notice I've been more tired lately. I've been sleeping a lot longer ever since the heart attack. And then just overall not feeling like I'm even at 50% of where I should be. The other thing is I'm fighting boredom is another big thing I'm fighting. I have ADHD. I'm a busybody. I'm constantly trying to do stuff. I can't just sit down for a long period of time. And when you've got doctor's orders that are telling you to sit down and not do anything, that gets to be very, very tough. So I'm fighting all that, but recovering, getting there. I feel pretty good. Haven't had any serious complications or anything from the surgery of them putting the stent in or from the heart attack. Most I've had is for a little bit I had a little bit of sharp shooting pain, and that was pretty much due to my body getting used to having blood flow in spots that it didn't have before. So all in all, doing good, getting healthier by the day. Thank you for everybody for the support when it came to all of that. You guys have been awesome. I really do appreciate it. So where does Instruments of Carry come from? Because I've hung around some of the Facebook groups and forums and Reddit and stuff like that for a while, and just kind of been a lurker, commented every once in a while. Never really been a big participant in the watch side of things. The EDC I've been hit or miss on. So where did Instruments of Carry come from? Well, after my stroke last year, I was kind of in the same boat, not doing a whole lot, so I wanted to be able to go through and just have some fun and do something for enjoyment, and that's where this project really kind of sprouted from. I had been running my own YouTube channel based around firearms, based around archery and hunting and things like that, and I decided that I wanted to take a step back from that because I wasn't enjoying it as much, and after the stroke I wasn't able to do some of that stuff nearly as much, so wanted to find somewhere else where I could put different passion into and still be able to kind of keep doing what I was enjoying doing, but in something that I was able to do. And EDC and watches have been my passion for the longest time. No matter what else I was into, the hunting, the guns, any of that stuff, I've always been into this stuff more. And I decided I wanted to do it. I spent some time helping other people write articles and stuff like that, helping them come up with content ideas, different things like that. And I had no problems doing that. That was fun, but I still wanted to do my own thing. And that's where I've branched out into what I have going today. I have the website, I have the Instagram, I have the TikTok, I have the YouTube. So I'm working on all of that. Now, the content that you're going to see in that is pretty straightforward. You're going to see stuff about watches, and that's going to be a big one because that's where I've been enjoying my time the most. You're going to see about EDC gear, which includes knives, flashlights, pens, firearms, medical gear, all that type of stuff. So you're going to see content based around all of that. You're going to see content that covers the widest spectrum out there. So you're going to see me, we're going to use watches as an example. You're going to see me review a $20 Casio or Timex all the way up to a Tudor or something that may be in the $5,000 price range. I kind of have myself in a spot where I refuse to spend a certain amount more on certain pieces of gear, but you're going to see everything kind of within that range. I think that you can get gear that is phenomenal at any price point that's going to work for most people, and I think that everybody should be able to be included in the watch community, in the EDC space, the firearm space, all of that. So I try to review stuff and go use stuff that is across that gambit. I'm not one of these people that I only need the highest end best gear in the world, because the truth is I don't. I'm an industrial maintenance mechanic in my day job. I used to have a cooler job where I did private security contracting and that type of work, and that was fun, but that's not my life anymore. So some of the gear that I would carry back then, I don't need to carry now, and I also don't need to spend as much money on certain gear as I was back then. So I like to be able to have that whole gambit and be able to share that with everybody. And I want everybody to feel included in it too. I don't want people feeling like they're singled out because, oh, I can only afford to go out and buy a $300 watch. This guy's wearing a $4,000 Tudor or something like that. I don't want people feeling like that. I want them to feel included. And so far, the community that I've built has been awesome for that, and I appreciate it. So you're going to see long format content like what we're recording right now. You're going to see short form content, which is like the TikTok and the Instagram or the YouTube shorts and Instagram reels. You're going to see photo content, which is mainly shared on Instagram and the website. You're also going to see articles, aka dispatches, on the website that I'm going to post every week on Sundays. The TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, I'm trying to do those daily. Instagram, you'll see photos included in with all of that. So I'm trying to do it all on a semi-regular schedule. We're going to take some time and develop into that schedule. Things happen where it might be off, but we're going to keep working on it and try getting there. You're going to see the amount of me recording and the spots that I'm recording in varied. You're going to see things improve over time, but we're doing this as a project. This is not my full-time job, but I am trying to make the best content that I am able to. What are you not going to see on this channel? Well, there's not a whole lot that I'm into that's going to be off limits. Now, you're not going to see me posting pictures and videos with my niece, my wife, everything else. You'll see if they are included in content. My family is kind of an off-limits thing. My wife might pop in and out of a video every once in a while just because that's the nature of living with somebody and making content. But that's pretty much the main thing. When it comes to my family and certain stuff like that, that stuff's going to be private. But when it comes to the EDC gear, when it comes to watches, when it comes to the hobbies and passions I've got, I'm going to share all of that with you guys. Simply put, I'm just doing this for a little bit of enjoyment in a way that is an expressive outlet of some of my passions and something that I can enjoy doing, and I enjoy interacting with you guys, so that's why I'm doing it. If this ever stops being fun and feels more like a chore than it does something that I'm enjoying doing, then I may stop at that point, but I don't foresee that happening. Really, I just wanted to welcome you guys, give you an introduction, let you know who I am, kind of put a face to the name because I haven't posted anything with my face on it on the on Instagram, YouTube, the website, any of that. You guys have seen some of my tattoos. The one that you guys almost always see with the wrist shots is this human heart tattoo that I have here, which one of these days we'll go over a tattoo tour and give you a little bit of a look and explanation of the tattoos that I have. But I wanted to put a face to the name and let you guys know about me, give everybody an update on where I am health wise, and let you guys know what content you guys can look forward to seeing. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up for me for this video. Make sure to stay tuned. Excuse me. And we'll see you guys soon.